Hi, Chapter 18 of Tanya. Latent love and potential for self-sacrifice. Even lowly souls possess a spiritual inheritance from the patriarchs, an innate love for God and the potential to give their lives for the sake of His oneness. Yes, it's that easy. For people who don't have the mindset or the wherewithal to prolong their meditation, all they have to do is remember that they've been gifted with this inheritance, a simple recollection. I can draw out the love hidden in my heart by recalling that I have this beautiful inheritance. You see, for generations, because our patriarchs had been so holy, like chariots to Hashem, they merited to draw down for us this gift. We know that Hashem, for generations, keeps one mitzvah and its merit. For generations and generations, so too their merits have been gifted to us. So we have to not feel overburdened by this really hard work to reveal the hidden love. Just recall it. And you see, the Alter Rebbe talks about in this chapter that depending on a person's efforts will depend how high they can go. So one person's, and of course each individual according to the level of their deeds will affect that ability to reach higher and higher. So what does it mean? What does this deed mean to us? When we exert ourselves in learning, in prayer, then our soul gets extra help from Hashem to reach an even higher level. Remember in previous chapters we were talking about how some souls are born more like the toenail of the soul, the lower level soul, like the lower part of our body, and then there are the higher souls that are like the brain and the heart of the body. So unlike a toenail that stays a toenail, if God forbid a person enters this world in a very low level, he can reach higher and higher levels by their deeds. And it's kind of likened to a little parable. You have like a shot glass, and the shot glass has to be filled up, and you toil and you squeeze those grapes, and finally, it's like almost full. And then Hashem sees, wow, you work so hard. I'm going to fill it up and give you now a higher soul. And then He gives you a greater soul, so now you have more to fill it up, and you continuously fill that bigger, let's say like a Kiddush cup up. And then from there, you do your part and you do your Torah mitzvahs, and He sees you're working hard, and then He helps you fill it up. And then after it's filled up, He gives you another, let's say a vase or a wine bottle worth of a soul. And He keeps giving you a higher and higher order soul according to your efforts. But it's very interesting. Sometimes you'll say to yourself, well, if there's so many different various level of souls, what can I do to make sure that my children will have a higher order soul? Or what can I do that will merit such a blessing for them? Well, definitely by having more holy intention, and by having strict adherence to the mikvah laws, you definitely provide your children with greater garments of your soul. But the level of the soul is Hashem's decision, and sometimes it has nothing to do with how the parents, behaved in the bedroom. And that is in this chapter. It discusses how you'll see very high souls. Avram, Yitzchak had, not so holy children. And you'll see that not so holy parents like Avram were gifted with a holy child. So we have to understand that there are times where holy souls are captured by the higher forces of klippas that only will let these high souls come down to wicked parents, because they are waiting for this child to maybe be influenced and become wicked itself. And so they have, the desire for this potential of drawing more vitality and more energy from the sins of this holy tzaddik that came to the wicked parents, if the person of such a high soul